Civilian Oversight Forum, represented here mainly by Sean Tate. When he saw me now, he said he was pleased to meet me, and it was the second time he's saying so, because I met him in one of the African countries. He may have forgotten. And we agreed to meet. We didn't do that voluntarily. Now today we are meeting. It's a big pleasure to meet you and to be part of what you're doing. His organization has been working with the Human Rights Commission for some time and will continue hopefully to work with us, because I think that these kinds of dialogues need to continue. We need interventions such as these in the execution of our mandate, particularly to promote a culture of human rights, and this will enable us to promote a culture of human rights in the policing space, and we need it very much in that space. I think that dialogues such as these will help in the creation of a stronger partnership between our policing entities and the communities that we all serve. I mean, when I say we, the police, the Human Rights Commission, everybody that we serve. Right now, of course, I know that there is a lot of concern amongst many members of the public with regard to the way in which the police sometimes go about in doing their work. And I think that if we come together with the police, Human Rights Commission, and other formations, and we try to not only agree on the way in which all of us do things, but to work towards making it second nature, I think that we will do a lot to remove those concerns among the members of the public. And there are great benefits that we can earn from doing so. A trusted police enables citizens to engage it without hesitation, to support the police, to partner with the police, and the results therefore end up being the enhancement of law and order, which is the main mandate of the police. It impacts on crime and result in the reduction in crime. So I'd like to thank you for spearheading this initiative together with the South African Human Rights Commission. But I'd also like to welcome the South African Police Services, the delegates that are here, starting with the chairperson of the Portfolio Committee, and say that it is a very great pleasure that you are very busy, but you are willing to come and be with us and talk about this matter, which is of common concern. We as the Human Rights Commission rely very much on the services of the South African Police Services, because in the execution of our mandate, we need your support. Without being exhaustive, I know that when we talk about freedom and security of person, we need the police to help us in that regard. Demonstrations, pickets, associations and all that. Those rights will survive if we have the police involvement. And it's good that we are coming together today, because we slowly going to move towards a better working condition. We are expecting that in 2019 there will be elections. We are, as a Human Rights Commission, would like to see people exercising their rights, their political rights, including the right to vote, to the fullest. And I know that we will have to work, excuse me, among others, with the South African Police Services. I'd like, therefore, to welcome all of you who are here from the South African Police Services, and to say, I hope that you will also enrich us during the discussions, as well as getting enriched from the discussions that will flow from here. We are aware, as the Commission, that there is a lot of violence in the country, including violence and the killing of the police. And I'd like just to say that from the human rights point of view, we are greatly pained each time that a policeman is killed. And we would like to condemn the killing of policemen. Because without the police, there will be no law and order. Without the police, many things will go wrong. And we need to protect the police, we need to support the police, but we need the police also to come together with us so that we work and sing and play according to the same code. As the Commission, you all know that we are a new Commission that has just taken over. Our commitment is to try to make an addition to the contribution that has already been made by the previous commissions. One of the areas that we have noted is that perhaps we need to be more visible and vocal in the execution of our work. And this, we get reminded again and again about it. Yesterday, I attended a symposium at the University of Pretoria on the issue of land, heritage, and human rights, following statements by politicians that we need to change the constitution and expropriate land without compensation. So some people organized the symposium and they called us as the Human Rights Commission to come and attend and make a contribution. But during some of the discussions, which were very interesting and enlightening, a person stood up and he said, "Where is the South African Constitution? Where is it? What does it say? How does one get hold of the Constitution? How does one get to know what is provided in the Constitution? You are talking about the rights, you're talking about Section 25 and so on. Where does all this come from?" And this is a big challenge to the Commission, that the Commission needs to do a bit more, or well, much more, in order to be visible. We need to reach the very far-flung areas. We need to reach the communities that are not easily reached, by road and so on, and try to educate them about human rights. We need to make people aware of their rights and what to do when their rights are threatened or violated. We need also to try and impact on the understanding of people that their rights have got corresponding responsibilities, so that when they exercise their rights, they should also bear in mind their responsibilities. And when they deal with the police, they need to understand what their responsibilities are in order to be a supportive community, in order to be a community that is supportive of the joint project that we are doing. Yesterday, they coined a phrase. They said we should be part of South Africa Incorporated, SA Inc. And I think that we need all of us to work towards SA Inc. We need the police as a new commission, for example, because we're dealing with various issues of foreign nationals that are in this country that get attacked and so on. And so far we've worked quite well with the leadership of the police in that regard. It is a difficult case, We need the police with regard to policing and migration, because we pick up wherever we go certain incidents that make us feel that we need to work much closer with the police in order to deal with issues of migration and the police. Crime is a problem. We need to do the best we can to support the police in order to deal with that. And as I have said, of course, 2019 is very far, but it's very close. And we need to work with the police to see how we can work together with regard to the elections. With those few words, and I must apologize for making them many, I wanted them to be really few. I would like to say you're most welcome and good talking.